Yo, y'all still tuned in there? Y'all ain't forget about me, right? Yes, sir. This is your boy Harlem Smiley, man, from the one and only Dirt Gang TV on the all brand new show network, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Harlem Smiley Story, episode 40, season 2. Let's get into the intro.
Yikes. Side block, nigga. It's Curry Low, nigga.
You are now tuned into Bossman Tuck Beats.
Y'all niggas already know what it is, man. Shout out from all the 30s, man. All the way from 35th and Edgecombe all the way to Crenshaw, man. Y'all already know what it is. 30s up, man. All the mafia, man. Side block shit. Let's get it, my nigga.
I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from a Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put it in check. I'm up next. This is your boy Harlem Smiley, man. And y'all are tuned in, man, to the Pod Show Network, man. And yes, sir, it still is Dirt Gang TV. So, it don't matter what y'all smoking on, man, whether it's an indica, sativa, hybrid. Just don't be out there smoking on that Reggie Bush out of a backwood, Swisher Sweet, Dutch Master, Fonto, with the raw paper, of course, or Fonto with the Bob Marley. But if you add the grapper to it, hey, listen, man, go smoke that by yourself, man. This is 420 straight only. It's time for y'all to sync. Light is up. So, this episode right here pretty much starts out rap career, you know. I'm not even going to really call it a career because at this point, Frankie Smacks is just getting me back into the studio mode, you know, stuff like that, man. I'm feeling very comfortable now writing in the studio, especially after getting them enlightening words from battle rapper Shotgun Shook, man, from Jersey. So, I do what any normal person do. I roll me up a nice spliffington, and then I just get right to it. Every time on my day off, I'm getting right to it. But I'm also doing this YouTube thing now, which is starting to take off. So I want to kind of take y'all through YouTube memory lane if I can. Take y'all through a YouTube memory lane if I can. So, YouTube videos is doing all right. I'm trying to really push the battle rap videos. Started talking about Crips and Bloods in New York. Just now starting to get videos that's getting views over the thousands. Now, I could just be doing what everybody else do when they see their videos for the first time start hitting the thousands. They like, yeah, keep doing that. Just keep going. Just keep doing that. But at the end of the day, I got to really sit back and ask myself this question. Do I really want a whole channel talking about just specifically gang stuff? That was never the intent. The whole point of starting this YouTube channel was to push music for me, for Frankie Smacks, and whoever else came along music-wise. That's what the goal was during this whole little, YouTube venture. But as y'all can tell, battle rap is something that I'm into. I'm thinking in my head, the more I talk about battle rap, the more I'm going to get into that algorithm of rappers. So now when our bars and our songs and stuff start coming out, boom. Frankie Smacks has been rapping for, I would probably say, 20 years. A lot of albums, a lot of mixtapes, a lot of fire. We used to travel from California to Brooklyn just with the intent of hearing some of his bars that he had, some new stuff he had. Always had the talent. It was just we could never get the buzz. We could never get the right, the right ears listening to what he was spitting. He always had balls, always had fires, just never got the looks. So me being the mastermind I think I am, I'm thinking in my head, cool, with this social media thing out here now, we going to use this YouTube platform to promote the music. And maybe, just maybe, he can get the look he finally been looking for and deserved. And me being, rap to me was always just a hobby, something I can do. Like basketball, football, whatever else I was doing, it was always just a hobby. It was never something that I truly loved Frankie Smacks loves rap. He's done it for a long time. He'll go in the studios late night. For me, it was just more just a hobby, something that I like doing, stand on the block, freestyling, battling people. So at this time, I'm like, yeah, we got to get to it. The battle rap videos, though, they getting no views. 300 something views, 600 and something views, 800 and something views. Meanwhile, I put out a video talking about Crips and Bloods in New York. Shit doing a lot of video. I mean, it's a lot of video, excuse me. But hey, man. Told y'all to sync up, man. Doing a lot of views. So at this time, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to keep trying to do it because eventually it'll explode. But at the same time, if they want to hear about this Crips and Blood shit, we're going to get to it. So now I'm online pretty much doing research because I don't want to just talk about just Crips and Bloods in New York, especially with my experience. I told y'all, I'm like a little mini nomad. I'm like a 80s baby nomad. I done lived in mad different places. I done seen gang banging in mad different places. Me being the person who I am, young and dumb at that time, guess what? I took the gang banging in every place I went. So it don't matter where I was at, whether I was in California, whether I was upstate, whether I was somewhere down south, whether I was in New York City, Long Island. Guess I learned that it's gangs any and everywhere you go. And they don't care if you a Crip from, let me be clear. California is the only place to where if you're a Crip from a different state, you may not have to worry about, the whole where you from shit, you being from. But any other state, don't matter. If you a Crip, Bloods ain't gonna like you, vice versa. So I done seen it all. I done been through it all. You see what I'm saying? So I'm at this time like, yeah, we're gonna talk about some other shit in different places. So as I'm doing research on places that I may have visited frequently, could have been a week, could have been 2 weeks, could have been a couple of months, I'm starting to realize like, yeah, I could talk about a lot of different other states. But as I'm doing my research, I come across Faizon Love doing an interview. But at the bottom of it, whoever put out the clip says Faizon Love's called Dave East a fake Crip. So at this time, I think I forgot which video I'm doing. I'm going to probably put it right over here on the side. I forgot which video I was doing. But as I'm doing the video, people started leaving comments under the bottom of the video after I uploaded, talking about, yo, Dave East is a fake Crip, and listen what Faizon Love said. And so I'm going to be honest. I only know Faizon Love as Wendell, Uncle Wendell, for Parenthood. I only know Faizon Love for Big Perm from Friday. I don't know Big Worm to be doing, and I think he was doing Vlad. I think he was on. I don't know Faizon for doing interviews talking about other gangbangers. I didn't even know Faizon Love was from California, but it makes sense him being in the Friday movie. Anyway, so now I'm sitting in my head like, why is Faizon Love talking about Dave East? Of all people, why is he talking about Dave East? He don't have no ties or nothing like that. What? Boy, was I wrong. Lo and behold, Faizon Love has been a known San Diego Blood for a long time. So now I'm thinking in my head, like, hold on, what the fuck? We know him for comedy. Not saying comics can't be gangbangers, but we know him for comedy. We don't know him for being out on them streets. He's Uncle Wendell. Big Perm at best. This is what we know him for. So at this time, I didn't know too much about Vlad TV. I had heard a little bit about Vlad TV. At this time, he was just starting to take slack from the black community about, about just certain being a culture vulture, yada, yada, yada. So I wasn't really up on Vlad TV like that, but I had to go take a look and take a listen. Lo and behold, you go to that interview on Vlad TV with Faizon Love. He's saying blood this and blood that. And I'm thinking in my head, Faizon Love got to be 50-something, 60-something. He got something. I know I'm watching him as a little kid. He's already Uncle Wendell. When I'm a little kid, maybe, teenager time, right before that, he's already in his 30s. Got to be 50, 60 years old by now. Yep. He's a San Diego blood. Talking like he's a San Diego blood too. Blood this, blood that. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm out here. Never heard nothing about this. So, I know what y'all thinking. Harlem Smiley. What you do after that? Y'all know what I did after that. I made a video explaining the whole Dave East situation. Because when people hear Harlem Crip, they think of Los Angeles. They think of just Harlem. They think of New York. They not realizing there's a connection. So they see Dave East out here with Nipsey. Rest in peace, Nipsey. Nipsey alive at the time. Dave East been out here with Nipsey. He's been out here. I can't get in my head why is Uncle Wendell, a.k.a. Faizon Love, trying to downplay where Dave East is from. Do you not know that can get somebody hurt? That can get somebody potentially killed? That can put people in a bad state? And you know why I say this, Uncle Wendell? You should know this already, you being from San Diego. It's word of mouth. Fans sometimes would believe exactly what you say. So now that he done said it on Vlad TV, guess what? All the Vlad TV trolls, not even from nowhere, all the people who are somewhere, now they questioning it just because he said it. Nobody at no point in time was ever questioning where Dave East was from. Let's be clear. I don't know Dave East personally. Dave East is kind of younger than me. When I was around there running around out there in Manhattan on them Harlem streets and all that, I was the young one. I was 13, 14 around that time, just, coming up. Dave East wasn't, at that time, he 8, 9 years old. But the people who's around Dave East, the older ones and stuff like that, solidified. They not putting a stamp on nobody who's not solidified. Therefore, guess what? It's never been a schmidget on Dave East's name about nothing. He's certified, solidified, humidified, whatever files you want to use. So for Faizon Love, somebody who's has nothing to do, San Diego Bloods don't run into Harlems at all, nowhere. Maybe me. I'm probably the only Harlem they done ever ran into out here. Maybe. So I'm thinking in my head, why is Faizon Love now? I'm the only one on this internet right now who's doing this that can speak on it, but I'm going to make it be clear because I'm not trying to sound like one of them people who just be trying to ride the wave of people, because he a rapper and all that. Like, nah. Make it seem like I know him and nah. That ain't the case. But what I can tell you is there's no smudges on his jacket. It's nothing to be debated besides what Faizon said on Vlad TV. Anyway, so I do a video labeled Davies questions answered, yada yada. That video is the video that takes me to the monetization platform. I don't know this yet. This is the first video that I put up, and within hours, it gets thousands of views. And the reason being is because Faizon did the Vlad TV thing. Dave East wasn't in for what? People, every time he on IG, they talk my old Faizon said this. He literally said, I'm not going back and forth with Big Perm. He didn't have to. I was willing to speak on it. That's what I did. Got me to the monetization part of the whole thing too. I'm still thinking in my head though, We getting back to these bars. We writing these bars. We getting back to these bars. And on top of that, guess what? I'm not stopping the battle rap thing. URL right now going crazy. But now they going crazy because they got competition on their back. RBE, Real Breed Entertainment, is coming up in the game. They almost doing numbers like URL. So battle rap is going crazy right now. But now it's like, I'm looking at the Piper Boy Williams. I'm looking at Butterfly. I'm looking at D.I. the Henny Man. There's a lot of battle rap bloggers out there. But me personally, I kind of stick to those three because A, D.I. the Henny Man is a battle rapper. So he has direct insight. Nobody can break down battle rap like a battle rapper, to be honest, my opinion. But then you got Butterfly, who can battle rap. Him and Showtime SP, salute to the guys. So we have both. Showtime SP was a battle rapper too. That's why he breaks it down so good. But Butterfly is somebody who can do it, just don't do it. So that's why I feel like, to me, he has the best platform out there. Then you got Piper Boy Williams, which throws the comedy in it. He throws the, you know what I'm saying? Listen to me. Man. Listen to me. Man. Listen to me.
Listen to me.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Piper Boy Williams, he throws the animated in it, but at the same time, he's not going to sugarcoat it. So that's why I watch those three. But battle rap going crazy right now. So I'm like, yo, listen, I'm going to try to take me being a rapper, me being somebody who's funny, and then me being somebody who can break down bars in an articulate way. I'm going to take what Butterfly do, what D.I. the Henny Man do, and what Piper Boy Williams do, and I'm going to just try to combine that at one. As you can tell by the numbers, they still not fucking with battle rap. They still not fucking with battle rap right now. I'm like, come on, son. Come on, son. Yo. So I do what any normal person do again. Grab me up a blunt, roll me up a blunt, and I had to make a decision because now I'm watching all these YouTubers now. You know, I'm seeing how they do it. It's a little art to it. You can't just jump into the game without doing studying. But I'm thinking, like, is this something I should continue to do? Or should I do what other YouTubers said they done did before and abandoned shit? Every YouTuber I done heard said they done, you know, did about 5, 6, 7, 8 different contents and finally found one that clicks. So I'm like, this gang shit is starting to click. But I don't want my whole channel, the whole concept, just to be about that, because now the music is going to kind of get forgotten. How can I talk about the gang stuff without physically just talking about the gang stuff? Well, Harlem Smiley, you've been in a lot of places before. All of them shits have been dangerous with the exception of a couple of places. But to be honest, every place. I lived upstate in Ithaca, New York. Ithaca, New York, you think of Cornell University. You probably thinking, nah, I ain't just a bunch of white people hanging out, ain't nothing going au contraire. Not saying everybody in Ithaca running around getting busy. Do niggas get shot at Ithaca? Yeah. Is there gangs in Ithaca? Yes. Is there black people in Ithaca? Yes. Wintertime, maybe not so much violence. Summertime, don't be up there running around Cornell, sweater vests and all that. I'm telling you, it gets busy in Ithaca. Salute to the nomads. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. So I said what I'm going to do is, right, to give them some kind of different content, I'm going to talk about the deadly places that I done been to inside of these places. People know about Brooklyn. When you not from New York, you know about the 5 boroughs. Staten Island, Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens. You may know about Long Island. You may both know about upstate. What people don't realize is New York City, 5 boroughs, but inside those boroughs are actually what we call little communities, little towns, whatever you want to call them, inside of the boroughs. inside of Brooklyn, you actually got Flatbush. You got East New York. You got Brownsville. You got Bed-Stuy. You got Canarsie. Shit like that. Bushwick. Bensonhurst. So there's places inside of these actual other places. Gets a little gritty. Let's start talking about these places. So I get into it. Lo and behold, those videos is doing decent numbers. So I get contacted from YouTube. YouTube tell me, hey, congratulations. You have hit 1,000 subscribers. You hit 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations. It's time to get to it. So at this time, right? We find the crib in California. We're in New York, but now we got deadline now that we got to hurry up and get packed and get ready to ship out to California. So what I'm thinking is, right, I'm going to take this YouTube shit to the top. I'm going to get as much songs in and all that with Frankie Smack before it's time to go. And I'm going to get to California and everything is going to be A-okay. We're going to be good money. So I'm sitting there thinking in my head, like, all right, cool. What's the next step to go to? Get back in the studio with Frankie Smacks. We making songs. So now he telling me, like, listen, I got mad songs. You got to get a couple of songs by yourself flowing. So that way, when it is time to buzz, it's time to buzz. So I'm like, all right, cool. I start writing mad at my own songs. Just chilling. Bars is flowing now. The more battle rap I'm watching, the more I'm in the studio, the more beats I'm listening to, it's coming back. It's like riding a bike now. Now it's coming back. We not getting stuck. No more stumbles. None of that. The only thing I can't do that I used to do rap-wise was freestyle. I used to sit there and just freestyle mad long. That was my shit. For some reason now, when I'm freestyling, the words are just like mumbling up. I don't get it. So I know me going to the booth and freestyle is not an option. But the stuff, the bars that's coming to my head is crazy. This is gonna sound a little weird. It's gonna sound a little weird. The illest bars comes out in my head when I'm on the toilet. I know it sounds a little crazy. Bells. I don't want to jump too far ahead of the game though, but that whole hook came when I was on the toilet. One of my fire hooks. A lot of bars y'all heard. Yep. Came from the poop scoop. That's too much information. Anyway, I don't want to jump. Yeah, pad, pen, right in the bathroom. Get to it, baby. I'll be like Danny Glover in Die Hard when they put the bomb in the toilet. My legs all numb and shit. I've been sitting there for 20 minutes, not even realizing I go to get up. Oh no. You got to call to get help. Anyway. Old nation. Anyway. Yeah, y'all gonna get old too. Anyway. Now that the balls is flowing, after 2 days of researching, I finally get monetized on YouTube. And yes, I say 2 days. It took me 2 days to figure out that, listen, I wasn't the most computer handy person. I was no IT. I'm not a hacker, none of that. Only thing I had before YouTube was Facebook. Before Facebook was MySpace. No Instagram, no Twitter, no Snapchat, TikTok, or none of that. Facebook. On my phone. Android game. Or Don't Bang. Yeah. I was not computer savvy at all. So now it's time to monetize on YouTube. I'm like, what? This like feeling like, what am I doing? Job application. Because yeah, you got to do tax forms and all that for YouTube, for Google AdSense. You got to do all that. So So guess what? I had to do that. So I rolled me up a nice little spliffington, and I sat there for 2 days figuring that out. And I got it figured out. And lo and behold, they monetizing all my old videos now, the ones I did. But I done got mad views on them already. Guess what? When I seen that first dollar hit YouTube revenue, woo, you couldn't tell me I wasn't somebody. I wasn't out here making this shmoney. I said, oh, nah, I made $1 off YouTube. It's time to get to it. Battle rap videos, here we come. At the battle rap video. At this time, I'm trying to take a small gap from when I'm not even doing gang stuff. Battle rap video. Nope. You know who's leaving comments under the battle rap videos? People telling me, yo, we like the gang stuff. You like the East Coast version of Kev Mac videos. So now I'm thinking, like, who's Kev Mac videos? People under there, yeah. You like the fake Kev Mac? Keep that New York Crip stuff over. Who is Kev Mac? So now I got to go find who Kev Mac is. Lo and behold, Kev Mac is an old cat that's on YouTube, along with a few of his boys. Talks a lot about the gang culture in LA. Just so happened he's from 6-0, but he's older though. So he's doing interviews. He got people popping up and he's doing live streams. And I'm like, damn, I'm nothing like Kev Mac. I'm happy that they compare me to him, but why? Like, he's already, this guy got like 70-some thousand subscribers. Me, I'm like on like 1,000. Why are they saying this? So I started watching them. And then I realized the comparison of what they was talking about. It's where I'm from versus where he's from. Not too far, not too far fetched from each other. 3,000 miles away, but gangly speaking, not too far from, So understand what the comparisons were. The knowledge, the way we talk about stuff. He's just very much older than me. Been in the game way longer than me. Got a lot more to talk about. So it's a respect factor when they compare me to Kev Mac videos. It's just, I understand what they're saying because nobody from the East Coast is breaking it down like this. From the Crip side, but also is talking about from the blood perspective. You got a lot of blood YouTubers from New York that's on here, but what do they talk about? The blood side of things. What happened, how the whole split got up. They don't know too much about the Crip side because they was already dealing what they was dealing when the shit just exploded like everything else. To where me personally, I got family members that was in it from the beginning on that side of town, also on this side of town. I can speak on this, despite of me just being directly in it, in the heart of it. But same thing with Kev Mac videos. So I became a fan. I became a big fan. I became a fan so much that I'm subscribing to the channel. I'm in the chat. I'm watching, getting very knowledgeable. Realizing they compare me to him because the way we tell stories. Kev Mac is a great storyteller. Why? Because he has a lot of great stories. So I still say fuck that. I'm still making battle rap videos. I'm not abandoning battle rap shit. We doing battle rap. But now we also doing top 10 deadliest places here. Crips and Bloods here. Talking about in different states. Now here comes the SkeamTeam trollers all over again. When SkeamTeam from this channel, oh, you monetize now, you making money, you running ads. I don't know what it is about once you hit 1,000 subscribers that brings all the haters and the trolls out. For the most part, the more love you get, the more they want to hate for some reason. I just don't get why it's like that. But it's like that on YouTube. So I'm like, let me go watch this SkeamTeam guy. I never watched SkeamTeam. Let me go watch this SkeamTeam guy and see what's this all about. I get over the SkeamTeam channel. All right, he's a blood from Brooklyn. Cool. It's a lot of bloods from Brooklyn. But then this girl pops up on his stream. And I looked and I said, nah, I know that girl. I know that girl. A lot of y'all ask me, why didn't I go in on SkeamTeam? It's not my business. I don't know this man. He's been on YouTube way longer than me. He got like 16,000 subscribers at that time. Why would I? I'm new, upcoming. I'm not doing this. I don't know about this whole back and forth. People in his chat. Yo. Because now I'm watching. It's this new Crip dude talking about yada, yada, yada. But no. Whenever I talk about the Crips and Bloods in New York, I don't be super disrespectful to nobody. I tell y'all my story. I don't use disrespectful slang towards nobody said nothing. That's why I get dime moves that come up to me on the street to my, yo, we fuck with the channel. All the time. Because I always spit real facts and I give it to you from my perspective. A lot of my supporters on this channel is Bloods. Because I don't get disrespectful with, but at the same time, I don't sugarcoat nothing. You don't hear me on here. You don't see me with Bloods outside of my family in the real street. I give it to you real, raw, and authentic. The most disrespectful I might have talked about was how, I was never trustworthy of Bloods until I met, Jamel Dude, Supreme Son. Other than that, yeah, it's always been like that. That's why the Dime Moves rock with me or whatever like that. But I'm looking and I'm like, I know this girl from somewhere. SkeamTeam, this girl, they both from Brooklyn. Let's do a little rewind. Do a little rewind. There's a rapper called Scheme for Millions. His name is SkeamTeam. I know Scheme for Millions because A, we grew up in the same neighborhood. B, we went to the same school. Me and his sister was in the same class, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Then they got older sisters because it's only him and another boy. I know the older brother, me and him used to play basketball and have fights and all that in the street. So I'm like, oh, he schemed for millions, but that's the rapper who young dude who I know, but that's SkeamTeam. I know her. Now I'm watching a little bit more. Realizing that he's living at her crib, yada, yada, yada. That's her cousin. People ask me all the time, why you don't go in on SkeamTeam? I don't want to jump the gun because there's reasons why down the line people ask me why I didn't go in on SkeamTeam. This is the reason. I know exactly who he is. I know all his family members on this internet. Now, let's go back forward. Throughout all the time SkeamTeam was going through beef on this internet. It don't matter who it was from. Whether it was him beefing with Stats or beefing with Jazzo or beefing with anybody else. I never told people, oh yeah, I know who he is. I know who his family is. You can yada, yada, yada. Nah. That's soft stuff. Super soft stuff when people do that. This is what people label now as the black sector. Bring other people, family members into it that got nothing to do with this YouTube stuff. But now that I'm realizing at this time that I'm doing this whole gang stuff, and now the SkeamTeam people is coming over here, they introducing me to a whole nother part of YouTube that I had no idea even existed. Yeah, the black sector, where you got a whole bunch of YouTube content creators, that's black, of course, and they literally just doing everything they could in their power to try to just bring down other black content creators. Is everybody in the black sector doing this? No. It's black sector people that just trying to do regular stuff. But the trolls come along, and guess what? They answer to it. So now, me being a young, stupid little YouTuber who I am, I get all the little SkeamTeam comments and the haters, but me being naive to the game, guess what I'm doing? I'm answering all these people back. I don't know who this nigga is, but at the end of the day, nobody doing nothing to this channel. I'm me. I'm him. Yada, yada. I'm going back and forth with trolls, not even realizing that's their job in life, is the hate. They're not going to stop. That's literally their job and their duty, is they're never going to stop. But I'm going back and forth with them, yada, 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 yada. But now I'm doing more research on this on SkeamTeam, just in case he jump out the window and go crazy. So as I'm in SkeamTeams or whatever like that, SkeamTeam going through a lot at this time, back and forth online with the trolls, but with the other bloods online and all that, I come across this content creator / rapper / Grape Street Crip from Jersey named Stats 280. The reason why I come across Stats 280 is because at this time, SkeamTeam is a Brooklyn blood that's beefing and talking about another Brooklyn blood, which is Corey King. Stats at this time is making music and all that with Corey King. Corey King got a lot of bloods around him, but Stats was the only Crip content creator around him at that time and didn't care too much about SkeamTeam. Let me look into this Stats 280 character a little bit more. Let me see who this guy is. Jersey Grape. Around a lot of bloods, but me with my family, that's not really different. He got music. He with this other little light-skinned dude who they call Jazzo. They got songs. Let's see exactly who this guy is. Do I end up reaching out to Stats 280? Does Stats 280 reach out to me? Is this a time where I'm going to go in crazy on SkeamTeam instead of going back and forth with the trolls? Something y'all gonna have to tune in next time to find out, man. I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from a Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put in a check. I'm up next. This is your boy Harlem Smiley on the one only Dirt Gang TV on the new All Network, the Pod Show Network, man. Make sure y'all stay in tune with the illest and realest, man. We out of here. Gone. One love. Don't do drugs, man.